Hey everyone, welcome back. It's good to start a new stream on a Wednesday. Today I had to move it temporarily over to Wednesday because there's going to be a lot of things going on tomorrow. But this is a very exciting episode. I'm really excited to get this piece Downton Abbey going again from last week. It's one of these things that I look forward to is just exploring new music, dissecting it, so to speak. I actually have the score in front of me on this left side of the laptop. So, and the score is not like the official score. It's something that was arranged by somebody else as well. But at least it gives me the notes and it gives me something to base it off of. And from here, we're just going to try to do a arrangement that stays true to the piece, but with maybe a little bit of a personal flair to it. So let's get started, shall we? Right over here, I'll go ahead and press play, and you guys can hear what I worked on from last time. So that took about 2 hours last time, and so judging by the amount of work and what we're going to be doing for this episode, we'll probably add the next half to that, and sort of its tail ending. And that might be all the time we have for that. We'll see. I mean, I think a lot of it also from the last episode was getting the sounds loaded up and picking the right template and palette for this. But I think this second half will be a lot of fun to do. Before we do that, let's just go ahead and look into some of this over here. Let's say I'm just going to solo these guys. Okay, then compare that to the piano here. Okay, so this right here is Violin 2A. It's a little off in terms of the timing, so we'll fix that. And looking over here, trying to think how I did this. Oh, okay. So we're in 3/4, and what's cool about this piece, I should just mention, is you can look at it as a 6/8 piece or 12/8 against the opposing rhythm, or vice versa, 3/4, and then adding the melody, the melodic stuff on the dotted quarter notes. So that's what I opted for, is the dotted quarter notes gets the melody, and we're in 3/4 here. So I just want to make sure that this legato thing is working. This is east-west, and there's some delays that are happening here that's kind of funky. Another thing I could do is just make sure that this is turned up all the way. And then this last note is kind of quiet, but let's see. Okay, that's better. So let's push these forward a bit. Yeah, that's better. So let's just double check some of these notes over here. I have a lot of high notes on the E, so I want to make sure I'm not doubling anything. let's see here. You'll notice a lot of this isn't quantized, and that's done on purpose for something like this. I just want to try to get the feel the best I can on this one. Aha! Look at that. So I just discovered this is doubled. There's double MIDI. That's why it was super loud. So let's just solo this guy. I'm actually curious though, does that mean all of these other notes are doubled as well? No. Okay, so that's the quick test, is just go highlight one and then delete it. Same thing here, highlight one, delete it. See, I deleted it and there's one underneath. So I somehow duplicated that. That happens all the time. There's actually a quick shortcut key that I made for that as well. So I'm going to do that for these string instruments. Might as well do it for all of them. And it looks like I might have done more. So it's good to do that kind of as a cleanse. Anything else? Okay. Let's play it from the beginning now, see if that affected anything. Okay. No, it sounds okay. This one here is cutting out a little bit early. Maybe up until there. E now, I think we caught one mistake, which was the doubling, but I still feel like this is loud, so I'm going to edit that a little bit. I'm going to solo it. Actually, I need to change this so it replaces, and it is. Interesting. Let's double check one preference. Over here, editors. Was it editors or MIDI? I think it's MIDI. Or general. Can't remember where that record is. Maybe it's under record. Record MIDI controller. Okay, so that's there. Everything's set, and this should be set in a way that it should record over that. Let's try again. Wow, that's strange. Well, I'm just gonna do this. Okay. Hopefully that fixes that. Kind of smooth this section here and here. This is a quick shortcut key that I set up where if I hold Al and like a number on the right here, these all switch the different lanes so you can see them really quick. That's a nice little tip if you guys want to work fast. Okay, so I think that's a little quieter, and the best way is to just test it. Another thing you could do is you could probably just bring some of that down here and bring it back up. Let's try that. Yeah, it's getting there. That now other things start to become apparent. Like when I started to lower this volume, then the high volume and the violin ones now start to poke through more. And then like this stuff, I'd like it to grow more if I can. So, you know, it's at the tippy top. Just a little more there, and then now I fix one problem, then it leads to another. So here, let's just reduce this much here. Oops. Nope. Wrong button, guys. Like that. Okay, and then it should sound pretty balanced now. Yeah, it's pretty good. This one probably can go down as well. Cool. Take that back. Let's maintain a little bit of this in Great. All right, so now we can start on this next part. Next part is going to be, I'm going to go to this page. It goes do 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 do, and then I'm not sure if it's a trill or if it's like a really heavy vibrato, but this will be interesting to replicate in samples. So let's see what we can do here. Just gonna delete all that. Where should we start? Let's do piano. And piano, we can layer. I think we're layering this stuff, so I'll just do that, and then yeah, something like that. Just trying to see what the best fingering is. Oops. There we go. Okay, let's see what we can do here with the tempo. If you missed the last one, I actually record this a little differently. My strategy here is to get a good take, record it slower by, I think, what was the tempo? So I'm at 158 normal time. If I turn that tempo track off, there's a way to just keep it at a different tempo, so I just set it to 125. I'll do that. Okay. Oops. 1, 2. Okay, this is where it's gonna trip me up because we're in 3/4, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this for a second. I want to hear how that sounds with this click, so I'm gonna actually just draw it in real quick. Hello. Okay, so let's turn this off. Do 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 do. Okay, and these are triplets, but it should be in eighth notes. There we go. Bring that over. Oops. Not sure what I did, but I'm gonna have to zoom out and go back here. Okay. Move this over. Move this over. Okay, let's hear how that sounds. Is that right? I don't think that's right. It's too fast, huh? So I have two choices. Recording this, if I can either change the tempo and think in 6/8 here, or in the meter in that case, or just figure out what I'm doing here so I can hear against the click correctly. That's what's tripping me up is the click. So I gotta make sure this is highlighted before I press a button, or else I jump over. I think it might be quarter note triplets. Let's see if that's the case. That would make sense. Nope, that's not it either. So got to do some weird math in my head here to figure this out. It could be, let's see, one, dun, dun, dun. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so I think I know. If this and this is the quarter note, so bar 1 and bar 2.5, I have to do a triplet within those two. So it'd just be the eighth note then. I think I'm thinking too hard here. So let's go back to that section. Sorry, I keep jumping. What I should do is put a marker here. Okay, so all of these eighth notes are going to be my notes. So whatever I had before, let's just redo this real quick, and I think I know how I should hear that now. Let's move this over, move that over. And this is maybe the crux of working in a grid and with a click all the time. It doesn't give you a whole lot of freedom to just record and plug and play kind of thing. You really have to plan ahead and plot what's happening here. So I think I got it. Let's hear how this sounds. All right, we'll do a quick quantize and okay, that's good. And put the tempo track back on. Okay. I like to maybe add a variation, even if it's wrong, just for my own. It would be nice to go like this. And see how that's. That actually does sound wrong now, huh? So let's go back. I think that's it. Okay, so hearing that with the click, if it's going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh yeah, 1 and 2 and 3 and 2. Okay, let's try practicing that with a click. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and. I'm not playing the right note, so it should be. Okay, that's the first part, and then it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 haha 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and okay 1 and 2 and 3 and ooh 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and then I'm not sure about that last one. Maybe it's just A and C, like that. Okay, just get the timing right. All right, so that's the first part, and then you do that again, I believe. A lot of cool repetition in this song. I did another one by Philip Glass, another mock-up arrangement, and that was a lot of fun too. That was a Mishima theme, and I learned quite a bit just by doing these two pieces. Still learning, but as we go here on this piece, but it's nice to see how you can make a lot of movement just with the same 3 notes, as you can see in some of this. Okay, let's turn that back. Yeah, so that's the idea. So I have that layered with the other piano now, and I think this will give us a nice start to the next instrument. Go like that. Okay. Let's just glue those guys together, and let's hear how it sounds with everything. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, I saw it. And then the next part is not this. It's not the right chord at the second. I think it's a F major 9 chord, and it goes like something like that. Let's double check here. Yeah. So there's an added G in there for the second half, and it's saying E on the score. So let's do that. That sounds right. Adding a there, E, and then maybe an A. Bum. Okay, so let's take out maybe these notes here. Let's see. I feel like this note should be in there, but maybe just creep it in. What else? Not much else I could do. I could maybe sort of roll that chord, do a little arpeggio kind of thing. Well, not arpeggio, but just a rolled chord, and that might sound more real. wonder if I changing one of those, if I do that, how that would sound. And let's turn this back on. Yeah, I'll add a variation there. Okay, this one. Boom. Something like that. Maybe put the pedal on. Okay, yeah, maybe pedaling that makes it sound better. There we go. So the problem with doing layered pianos is, and this is, maybe I'm going about this wrong. I do have an idea. There should be a way to get this MIDI to play out of more than one thing. And I'm drawing a blank, but I think there is a way to do that through a send. If I could, yeah, save some time and just get rid of this, but have this play twice on one instrument and then double that on another, that would save me a lot of time actually. So let's just spend a moment here to see if I can echo that somehow. I think I did that once before, but I just can't put my finger on how I did that last time. But it's actually, I think it would be worth it. So let's think about this. I have MIDI coming into one of these channels here. And then if I do, I think it's a MIDI send. If I just send this over to an instrument here, how would that work? Let's see, Grandeur Concert Hall. And then let's solo both of these. I think I got it actually. Okay, got it. Perfect. Okay, so that's another cool trick. You could do this with sends, MIDI sends, by doing it this way. The only way to do that is if this is a MIDI track also, I think. There should be a way to change the amount of send. Now is the next question, if I want to do that or not. But let's see, if we go here and let's open up some of these other things here and see if there's a way to do that. I don't think you can, or maybe I'm not on the right spot. Maybe that you can. Anyways, that's the idea. Now we have two layered pianos with one MIDI. Great. Okay, so we got that little chunk down. Is there anything else I want to do with the piano before I go on? Let's see here. And then it just repeats. So let's do this. Let's finish it off. Like that. Okay. So this one probably can go on the same note. Because then it goes to that nice little resolve chord progression where you go like this. So let's add that in. I'm just wondering if I should do the melody or if I should do more time. Just gotta price that. Something like that. Let's hear that back. Okay, so yeah, I think we got it. Let's do that for now and see if I maybe change that to melody instead. But this is just kind of helping with the harmony part. Ah man, it's interesting to play it this way instead of in 6/8. Okay, so we got ba da 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 da. Let's do that, dude. Okay. Cool. So let's figure out just that much. How many bars is that? It's a lot, but you know, relatively speaking, because of how fast it is, it goes by pretty quick. So that's how many measures? 20, almost 16 measures, let's say. Okay, so with these 16 measures, let's figure out what we're gonna be doing with the other strings. Boom, boom. I think next would be bass. I like to go bottom up. So let's just bring this in, this in. All right, the next part here, looking at my cheat sheet, I have F. All right, and this is Vista. Yeah. Hey, Longacre. 12.4 is buggy. Yeah. Is it? I forget what I had issues with before that you're saying that there's a bug. Remind me again. I just been dealing with it, and there's always bugs to work through, right? I'm drawing a blank on what I was having issues with. Let's see here. So we have, let's actually spell these chords out too. We have here F, and then it goes to another F, or no, it goes to G over F. And then it does it again, and it should probably be a actually, no, you can just say F. But here, this would be like a F9. Yeah, F9, because that includes the 7th in there. Get rid of the F over the bottom part though, and then we do it again. And then we have that cool resolve chord, which is just right here. Okay. So this one gives me a little more freedom. I'll just, I won't copy the score here. Oh, my bad. I meant to do F, not G9. Okay, so we're doing a lot of Fs here. Pedal tone stuff. if I have an opportunity to move up or down, I'll do it. Okay, I decided to just go with a G. Let's see how it sounds. And this one, no. I think I'll do hard quantize. So we got this and this. Oh, I do remember the bug that you were saying, Longacre. Yeah, I know. It's the recording the curve stuff, right? So if I were to just do that real quick again, it's weird. It works sometimes and it doesn't work other times, and that could also just be because I'm live streaming and the computer is fighting for resources, so there's a lot of latency issues. It could be that too. Okay, so I think I like what I did there with the bass. Pretty straightforward, nothing too hard. One thing to consider though is, should I be playing the whole time? Maybe you can drop out on some of these. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, either that or just shape it so that you can get out of the way on that da 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 on that part when the I'm not sure who plays that, violas or whoever plays that part. But yeah, so I'll try to maintain that A there, but I'm just gonna actually go down. So bum bum. Yeah, we'll kind of follow what the piano's doing there. And then this one, same thing, sort of tail that down a bit. I think that'll help, just so it's not fighting for supremacy there. The next thing would be cellos. So what do we do on cellos? Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, let's go in here. That might be too low. Sorry, one sec. And then da 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 da. Interesting. Ba da 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 da. Okay, let's find. Da 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 da. This score it kind of jumps everywhere, so I'm trying to figure out if I should just keep it simple or do these splits that I'm seeing here. I'm going to try a few different options. that's option number 1. Option number 2. Yeah, so that's an idea that the score is giving me. I'm not sure if that da 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 is in there or not. At least from my memory, I don't think that that's in there. Da 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 da. Let's keep it simple. Let's just do maybe closer to the more option 1. Okay. All right. There's those notes. So there's a big jump here. Let's look at this. Okay, so maybe what I'll do, because it looks kind of funny, and maybe it's on this like very bottom range, I'm just gonna go up on some of these notes. Let's see here. Oh, interesting. Either the cello or bass is too low or too high, like that. I don't think that's right. So I think maybe the cello just is too low here. Like that. Okay, so that looks better now. Fixing it as I go. Going back to this cello though, let's hear how that sounds with the bass. Right, it's a little behind the beat right there. Let's also change the articulation here to legato. Portamento. Not on all of them, but maybe on a few of these would be kind of cool. Okay, let's fix this real quick. I'm gonna fix the timing here. Okay, so if we're to do that, we might want to bring this forward a little bit. Okay, the first note is okay, but when it connects, that's where you have to push it forward. Okay, this one can be more back. And then anytime there's a break, this is where it gets of a dull editing here is making sure the attack on the breaks are on the beat. right? And these probably quantize like an eighth note ahead. Yeah. Anyways, that's the idea there. Let's just edit this through. So this one. Actually, these can go ahead of the beat as well. Okay. Let's hear it in context. Okay. Or let's just glue it. I think it should move either there or somewhere else. Maybe that B. We'll fill it out. Let's hear how it sounds with everything else. I have my doubts that B will work, but let's try that. So now let's work on the curves a bit. And this B is also just a bit behind. Okay, so there you go on that. This sample library is pretty good. East-West Opus. The key with any legato patch that you work on in string libraries is you just have to know how they behave. Some of them are more consistent than others when it comes to that, and you can go over here to the millisecond offset time, the track delay in milliseconds, and it's a little bit more accurate. The downside working in expression maps is also like if you have all on one track, that will affect the shorts. Any short articulations should be on the beat, whereas the legato ones are going to be a little more wonky. A good strategy that a lot of people use is they split them up. Say as I go string short, strings long, and doing it that way, you have best of both worlds, so to speak. You can do the millisecond delay on the longs only and keep the shorts the same. So that's one thing I've been considering, especially for things like the Opus, which is it can be a headache sometimes to just massage all the MIDI information. I think I got to where I like it. So now the next step is to do the East-West stuff. So we have, and when I mean East-West, I mean the viola. So let's see here. I think this is in the same range. But it would be nice to actually hear it an octave higher. I think that's where the high strings do their like tremolo or trill thing. So let's see. to play an A. That's interesting. Let's do a G. All right, so now that I hear that B in context, I don't know if I like that. And I don't know if I like these notes either. That sounds better. Let's get in there. Let's see. Oh, okay. I know what I'm doing wrong. Let's go ahead and do this. I think this is where the melody kicks in, so I don't even know if it should be playing anything there. And then okay. Let's see. So these are all legatos. Let's do sustain for now. And then I can change that after, because the response a little bit better. So you got right. Da 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 da. Maybe I should just replay this. I'm gonna slow it down too. Okay, just gotta get that G instead of an A. Let's go one measure back. Okay, so the problem here is when you're programming this, you have to, at least with expression maps, we have to change this articulation, but keep this the sustain or legato. Okay, speed it up. Let's hear how that sounds. Okay. What if I went to the D? That works. Okay, maybe the G would work, and then just have the top strings do spell out the rest of that chord. I think that works pretty well. Let's see, staccato. We have spiccato, da 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 da, or staccatissimo. All right. Well, it's good to see some familiar faces. Longacre, and we have Sergio Prado. Hey, Sergio. I'm not sure if you're still here, but thanks for watching and sticking around here. So, okay, I like that one probably the best. I mean, that one's pretty good too. let's do the staccatissimo. Okay, so we got that. Da 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 da. And then you do it again. This time, let's see. You have do 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 do. Where am I? And then this last, as I'm reading this down, I have do 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 do. E's. Okay. Okay, and then you do it again. Do do. I'm just copy and pasting for simplicity here. Here it would go. Okay. I feel like it should move down. Yeah. Let's do that for now. So there's one wrong note here. Okay, now the both cello and viola are playing, you can really hear other things happening. Maybe this A isn't necessary. Let's change this like that. Maybe the A, let's see. So there's something about that A, it doesn't seem right. Could be it's just too loud. Let's try bring it down. Okay. For some reason that didn't record the first time. So I think it just, yeah, it does come too strong, come in too strong there. something like that. So maybe we'll have to hear in context with the violins to really know for sure. Okay, so there you go. There's the viola as is for now. The next part would be violin 2. And the violin 2 here, I have it split. So there's a B section and an A section now. So let's just go through that real quick. If we're to do the violin 2A first, let's just look here at what we got. We have C, E, A. So this is probably an arrangement part. It's kind of cool. Let's try it. So on this one, we'll split, record it a little slower. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 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 and 1. So it's okay. And let's do this with staccato. No, let's do legato. Okay, that's the first idea. Now let's put that down to the, well, actually let's do it with violin 2 as well for now. And then let's also do this over here. And on this one, let's actually harmonize that and go F, A, C. I don't know if that will work, but let's try. Okay, cool. That should work. And then the chords. So going to the first, we have this one. We'll do edit active part. Okay, and then we have ba-da-da, 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 ba-da-da. Okay, if we're just to play around with the different type of articulations, let's try a whole tone trill. Okay, let's do that with the second violin, or first violins, I should say. And let's do that with D, whole tone trill as well. Let's see, something isn't loaded here. Oh, I see. This is Vista, that's why. So, how should we do this? We can keep it. I mean, you can actually do a hybrid and do one legato, one trill, and just kind of go back in here and do that. It's not ideal, but this might work actually. Okay, so then if we were to do whole tone trills, how would that sound? Against that B, not so much. We can just get rid of the B. But let's see. Okay. So that D really has to sound through. Let's bring up the dynamics. This should be a whole tone. Oh, I see. I think I have to switch that out here. And the one of these articulations. Oh, okay, so it's not on. We gotta turn this guy on. Go with this, and oh, this is it's like a double thing. Okay, so let's check here in our notes. We got B-2. Okay. Stretch this guy out so we can see everything. So this is Violin 2. How I have it programmed is it's on F#1. So let's go here. Bring that key switch over to F#1. Great. Let's hear if that selects it now. Cool. All right. Let's re-record that. Do do da 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 da. Okay, so maybe halfway through there. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think how. So one is going dee da da, and the other one's going da 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 da. So let's do this. We'll go here. Like that. One should probably be doing a half tone trill. I might just have to double this. So if I double this guy and just delete everything before it, then I can just get that trill to do a half and go like that. Okay, let's hear how that sounds. Yeah, I think the trill is what we should do. Although I feel like they're just doing a really strong vibrato sometimes in the recording. But I think this works pretty well. What do you guys think? All right, so let's go ahead and add the next thing, which is da 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 da. So it would be here. And yeah, I guess I'll play it in, even though it'll sound wonky. Let's try again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, so there, and then we'll switch that out to, of course, a different articulation. In this case, that. Right, that's it. That's what we want. Now change the curves. Close. Try again. Yeah, kind of do a little swell on each of that. Try it again. Okay. Boom. That trill sounds good, but maybe bring it down just a bit on it so it transitions better. Cool. Okay. So this right here also needs to do the same thing as the Violin 1. And I'm not sure why only that's highlighting. Oh, because I have that on. So let's do this, and then we'll just go like this. And I think it just goes down by a major second. Okay. And then this one would probably just be a sustain or legato. Let's do sustain. Okay. You can even do like a staccato. Is that right? Oh, this one needs to change. Yeah. Okay. So that with this as well, we need to shape this. These don't have articulations because it's just Vista. Vista is a great sounding library. It doesn't have any extra articulations though. So whatever I'm doing here is just kind of adding more color and depth to it, if anything. Go a little shorter on that last note. Okay, try again. Something like that. Boom. Cool. All right, so that's the first part. And then you would do it again, essentially. It's a lot of work, as you can see. The thing that's stopping me is because of the way I'm working with expression maps. I have to kind of do a lot more stop and go because of how you have to program them. So one tip is you could just play it as sustain with everything and just kind of keep in mind that you'll change it later. That's probably what I should be doing. So I'm going to try to adopt that strategy for this next part here. Okay, so we got that much. Then we have a change of chords. So let's bring the chords over here so you can see it better. And I hope I didn't change any tempo. Might have actually. Yeah, I did. So I accidentally changed that to 158 on accident. I wonder if I lock it, if I'm able to still turn it off. Okay, yeah. Let's lock that tempo track in case I bump into it again. So we have this F. Okay. And let's make sure that these are switching out properly. We could probably get out of it sooner. And then this, whatever this is happening, it's not triggering, I just noticed. So let's go over here and open that up. So the trills are working. Let's turn on the staccato, which is D sharp 0 apparently. Okay, so if that's C sharp 0, let's go here and let's make sure that this is programmed right. C sharp 1. Okay, that's the problem. We could also do a marcato. I'm kind of curious how that would sound. Okay, so we're back in the East-West Opus Violin 2. Marcato would be here. That's E0. Okay, so in that case, what if we changed... And this is programmed in already, so I don't have to do anything or fix anything. What if I just change these to marcato? And then let's go down on the velocity. Maybe just bring that down. Sounds good. I like the marcato is a little too heavy, so we'll bring that down. That's the idea. Okay, great. Let's just do this. Not sure what just happened. Oh, I see. No, that's right. So let's go over here. Do that again. Okay, let's change this chord. And I think it's just doing a C E kind of thing. Bum, bum. Let's see. Maybe one of these should be A. And let's bring this one down to a G. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so one of these is off, huh? Let's do a whole tone trill. And this one, maybe a half tone. I think that's right now. Okay, so there's something not jiving with the bottom half, but I think that's okay for now. Oh, in contacts, it sounds okay. I just want to make sure that this isn't playing bad notes. Yeah, actually it's decent. There's just certain notes that need to be brought up more though. Let's see. Like that. Okay. And then one of these chords, that's probably that one. That's this one. It's the viola playing that A. I'm not sure if that's right. So if we go to C. So F9 chord includes F, A, C, E, and a G. Maybe if we keep it on a G, it would work actually. Just bring it down in volume. Something like that. Let's try it back here. Yeah, maybe this G is a little loud over here, so we'll take that down a notch like that. Boom. All right, it's exciting. So now we can finish this next part off right here. We have two of these. I think we could probably get away with doing another copy paste here. Okay, we are missing that da 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 that I just realized on this half. So we have da 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 da. Or maybe we don't need it. Maybe I'm thinking too much here. I still hear it actually. So that's what's throwing me off. Okay, so let's actually just hold out that chord for the other half. Boom. Let's just kind of cut that right there. All right. So all of this just be held out. Boom, and then we'll have to just draw in the curve so it accounts for that. Okay, so we have that much. And we'll go one by one. Kind of like that. Connect the dots here. Okay, next. And last one. I'll show you. Nope. Okay. That should do her. Okay. Cool. So then we can resolve it by doing these one by one. And these should be trills, but then it stops. So I think maybe the trill, maybe all of these shouldn't be trilled. Maybe I should just do these legato. So legato, legato, and none. And if that's the case, maybe bring up some of these CC1 data. And this sample library, if you bring that up, the vibrato goes up. And a little dynamics as well. Okay, that's what we want. Then we spelled out the next chord, so we can just maybe program this in instead. So we have A, and then next one would be C. Da, da. Maybe go E, C here. Let's double check these other notes. Okay. All right, well, I think we got the notes. Let's just now put in the rest of the curve there. Close. Let's try again. Cool. This one didn't connect as well, so let's just kind of finagle that a little bit. Great. Yeah, I just want to make sure that sounds good. Let's go to the next ones. Okay, so not bad. Let's bring the expression down just a bit. Okay, next. Oh, actually, no. Let's go back here and connect that better. This one is more of the vibrato. I want to make sure the vibratos are up on these east-west ones. This is the last one. Let's try again. Yeah. On this one, maybe we can go higher. Exaggerate that a bit. Cool. Even this one, exaggerate the vistas as well. Okay, and then I think the viola is overpowering here. So, and it could be just a better note could be there. See. That sounds better now. Since that's a part of the suspended chord, excuse me. I want to say sustained for some reason. Suspended chord on the A sus4. Cool. All right. So that is well, almost an hour and a half of work to do those 16 bars. And that's how it goes. I mean, I'll spend 8 hours on a cue like this, and it's still not finished. It'll maybe get 1 minute or 2 minutes of work done, depending. Let's hear. let's see here. There's just one thing I want to fix. On solo. Yeah, even some of these notes just can go up a little higher. All right, and then let's also bring up some of the piano here. Maybe bring these down a little bit. Cool. All right. So also there's some balance issues, like with mixing and getting this to sit better. I feel like the high strings can be more dynamic, can be a little bit brought up a little bit in general. So I'm gonna do one quick thing. I think this will help overall. Let's see, put some saturation, put some sound toys. Let's see. So I'm gonna put it in the group track of the strings and have it pop out just a little more. And this is a cool trick I've used for another track I'm working on right now. It's like a heavy metal orchestral string track I'm doing for someone, and just adding a little bit of crunch and stuff. It might sound weird, but it could cut through better. And then of course bring that down in the volume, but I don't know. It's good to play around a little bit. Let's try bringing that down to -5. And I'm not sure if that's the best idea, but just something I'm thinking about. Another thing you could try is using Soothe to kind of get some of that harshness out. And let's bring orchestral D shrill violin or violin warmer. One of these contain the low mid close mic'd strings. Just a little bit here and there. I mean, and probably better if you did it on individual tracks, but this will just kind of get me in the right spot. One other idea is using a saturation plugin. I've used this a lot in the past. This is a saturation knob. That's the idea. Okay, so let's play it from the top and adjust the volume and balancing of that. as that happens, then the piano is like, I'm hearing certain sounds in the piano that come through more than others. This, I think you'll hear it's a little too loud. Okay, cool. Also, there might be a little bit too much reverb or washy reverb, especially in the strings. So I'm going to go in here real quick and just double check if this is the best preset to use. I might maybe make it smaller, more chamber-like. This is a large reverb ball right now. What if I did something like this? And also, as I do this, I am going to just make sure I'm editing, doing all the right stuff here. So I noticed that all of this doesn't have the right articulation, so we should make sure we have that. Either that or this. Or this. Spiccato or staccato. I think staccato sounds better. It doesn't really cut through as much, which is what we need. Okay, and then the last thing I would fix is that da 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 da. When on the last note, it's too short. It needs to go da 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 da, like a longer sustain. So let's make sure this is locked. Hopefully I don't get that. Anyways, going to the notes. Da 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 da. Let's look at that. So it's viola and violin 2 for the most part. I'm just looking at my articulations, make sure they're set. Let's look at all of them. Okay, so looking at this note and this note for both of these, we can probably do that. And let's make these either legato, sustained, or marcato. Probably marcato. Let's do that for both. There'll be a drastic volume change when I get to that spot. Let's press play. So that note should get real quiet. And this is something you draw in or reduce velocities. Do whatever you need to do. So this will have to be in one of the MIDI. The easiest way to do it actually would be here in the CC7, like that, and then do that over here too. Let's hear how that sounds. I gotta do it on both sides though, real quick. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Cool. Yeah. Tricky part though is if you ever want to reduce globally the CC7 data to bring down the volume, you just want to make sure there's enough room or headroom to do that. Right, That's a nice little trick. That way you don't have to mess with this too much. Right? Yeah, it still pops through though. That's the problem. So then another option is we can do a sustain. And yeah, keep the other one marcato. Why not? Delete that. Well, actually, let's keep that trick going. Although I think this one needs to be a little shorter. A little shorter. It's a little bottom heavy, I feel, so maybe we can do whatever we need to do here to bring up more of the highs. I think I know the problem. I think I need to double this or just bring everything up on the high strings. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong here. This is a D, this is a E. There's something about this. I'm just curious if I were to go like that. That's a bit high, huh? Bum, bum. I feel like it would be nice to accent the high note there with something like this, where and I don't know if this is correct or anything, but it's just worth trying out. Is that right? Bring that up an octave. Okay. And let's bring this all up more. Same with this. Let's bring this up as well. Yeah, I don't know. To my ears, it's nice to have that reinforced a little bit. But I mean, realistically, how would you do that? This would be like split violin 1 in octaves, and then violin 2. Let's see here. This would be violin. Yep. So this would be split. It's doable. Let's look at it visually. So you have all this. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could probably do without, but it's nice to have that sheen in the background there. Yeah, there's something about just adding that in would be nice. I guess the question would be, do I want to just bring all the octaves up. So adding these notes as well that I just freshly deleted. Let's bring that back in here. Oops. In here. With that legato, it's a little funky, but it also sounds cool too. All right, let's fix that. So this is a portamento, I believe. I think it's CC5 or CC68. That's what it is. Okay, so I gotta find that now. CC68. Go over here to set up available controllers. Let's bring that in. So I'll just use this one right here. So I'm not sure which one's which. Let's go to this one. So let's go to the other way. Bring it down. I think that turns it off. Okay. This is strictly a Vista thing. You can, well, I had it programmed for 68 to turn it on and off, I think. And then since these are overlapping, let's just make sure that they're not overlapping. So like that. Actually, I can just turn this whole thing off. All right, I think that works pretty well. So again, when you're doing like a transcription, it's nice to A/B everything. So you know, if you can pull a track in, for my purposes, partly it's the YouTube copyright. So like if I were to press play in this session with the actual recording, I don't want to just, you know, to put a target on my back and have this monetized to them in a sense. So what I wanted to also do this where I'm not listening to the recording and not relying on it. But if you guys want to learn how to do transcriptions, I highly recommend doing an A/B with your track versus the other track. This one is, I'm not necessarily trying to do everything note for note correct and make it sound like the recording. I'm just using my ears and doing what I think sounds good. And of course I do have a cheat sheet, as I mentioned before, with the score, so it does help if you know how to read music and know how to read the scores. But ultimately you have to use your ears and make sure that it sounds good. So sometimes those notes on the score isn't right, so to speak. Okay, I'm gonna press play from the top, and let's see how it sounds. So I also noticed this doesn't have any of my articulations that I set, and I thought I assigned it, but I didn't. So let's just make sure that has that. That sounds way better. I think I need to just bring this down a bit. Yeah, okay, and then let's shape this a little bit more. So I just kept going. I didn't mean to. I wasn't planning to go that far, but yeah, it's good to just kind of feel it out. I'm just gonna put this in. There's that, and there's this one. So if you're trying to record over your CC data, generally it works. I think mine is acting up because of two things, Vienna Ensemble Pro and just live streaming in general, using the screen capturing and all that stuff. So it's probably lagging a little bit that way. What was I gonna say? There was one other thing I want to fix before we call it for today. I think it was the cello. Let's see if we can do something about that. You know what it is? I think the viola should be an octave lower, huh? So this is violin 2, and then this is viola. So I think what I'm hearing is it's a little thin. It needs to be like that. Okay, and let's not do staccatissimo. Let's do, we can even do like marcato. Let's try staccato first. It's better. Let's bring this up. And sustain. Oh, it sounds a little funky when it shifts. That could be just because of this, actually. Not so much the articulation change as much as this drastic volume change I have here. That sounds better. All right. Let's also do that for here. Cool. There's also the extra instruments that I have below. And so what I could do is quickly maybe add one or two characters that isn't in the score, like the harp, or the original score, I should say, and the timpani. And I was thinking about adding a triangle. Why not? So if we're at a triangle right at this spot, or maybe either here or where the trills happen, that would be kind of cool. I mean, it almost sounds like it should just go here, huh? So if I were to do that, let's do something like that. maybe. Cool. And let's bring this out, delay it just a hair, just because the strings are delayed. Still kind of ahead of beat. Let's try 80. Yeah, somewhere around there. Maybe it starts strong. It could just be all of these. Bring that down a bit. Bring some of this down a bit. Okay, bring this back up a bit. Okay, that's better. So one thing that would help with the transition here also is like a harp glissando or some kind of harp effect, which would be nice. Let's do that real quick here. So the Sound Iron Elysium harp has this cool glissando effect. Let's see here. We have pedals. Let's turn that on. You can also just do a preset, so you don't have to do the guesswork for the pedaling. But we're in A. I think we're in F actually. It's either A minor or F. It's an ambiguous. I feel it was done on purpose because it resolves to an F at the very end. It goes C major 7, and at the very end of the recording, if you guys listen to the original, it ends with a F major chord or like a F major 7. I can't remember, but anyways, so the idea would be if I go F A minor or F major. Let's do F major like this and find that. So the pedaling does that for you. And then with the glissando, I think you have to just turn that on 100%, but I just been doing like this. So let's see how that sounds, how that would work here. Let's call it glissando. Got it on the first try. That doesn't happen often. So, I mean, man, I don't know if I'll edit any of this, but just judging by that, I went over one, so let's just stop right there. It's kind of cool. So there's that, and then we could also just add a little more reverb to it. Definitely needs to be louder in a sense. Let's hear it soloed. I guess we can edit that. One more idea. Do this. Okay, I lied. I'm editing my performance now. Okay. That's pretty good. And then the other thing is, should I keep some timpani going here? Maybe just on the beginning of each one. So like that. Oops. These are all Fs anyways. This could clash with the bass, string bass, so just gotta be careful here. there. I put an A, I believe. Let's look at the bass. Yeah. Okay, so let's listen for that. Turn this off. Okay. Okay, great. And you know, we could even stop it right there, but I think what I'll do is I'll spend another week at least on this. I'd love to explore more with this piece. There's a lot to this piece that seems simple at first, but once you dig in, you're like, oh, this is really cool. One thing I can also do is just layer the solo violins. I kind of did that at the start, but I didn't do that later on just because it takes more time. But that's something that I would probably do anyways to just make it sound better, just give it a little bit more dimension. So yeah, just doing that. Maybe I'll do that next time as well. Well, with that being said, I'm just gonna look up here on my notes. Sam Lowry, really good mock-up. Thank you. Hey, appreciate it. Yeah, the reason why I do this is to just kind of share the information, and then also to challenge myself. And with that, I hope you guys get something out of it. So. What I do at the very end is generally I press play. I just do a preview, even if it's a work in progress. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to press play, and this is Downton Abbey Part 2. And then probably continue that with the the back and forth AC thing. All right, cool. Well, thanks for watching, guys. My name is Joshua Sohn. If you haven't seen this before, you're stumbling onto the channel, please like and subscribe. Really helps out. Here's a little button for that. And I will see you next time. I will make an announcement sometime that we'll do either Wednesday, Thursday. Usually I do Thursdays. So I will see you and take care. Bye-bye.